I'm Trayvon, also known as Skilla Baby, and I'm here with Okayplayer. I heard it making it, but after I sat with it for a little bit, I felt like I loved it, and I was going through the journey at first, so I wasn't paying attention, but then when I just sat with it and I just paid attention to the journey, then it was clear to me. I mean, this project been done for like a year, so I've been working on it for like a year and a half, 2 years, so I had to sit with it for like quite some time. I think it started feeling like an album I needed to make when I started seeing people being affected by my journey. Like when people started telling me my journey was helping them, and me being vulnerable, and like, sometimes when you in like this type of light, people think that you're a certain type of way, so they'll get from it what they see. You don't know like how you can affect a child or somebody grown or anybody just by your story or how you came. Like I was talking to somebody else today, it's like you might see success and even with me, I was telling somebody yesterday, like I seen people's success. I had to delete my Instagram for a minute because I was seeing people's success and I was measuring my success by theirs, but it wasn't really, that's not my journey. I had to really sit back and humble myself and really understand that my timing and somebody else's timing might be different. So I think people just seeing all the steps going into where you land is important, because you gotta build, to get to anywhere you wanna go. Like if you're taking stairs, you gotta take every step. You might skip a couple steps, but you can't skip every step. You gotta take the stairs, you gotta go a couple steps at a time, I'm just in my season of obedience, like with my faith. So I feel like God led me to doing this. Sometimes everything not the cool thing to do. Like it might not make you cool to the world or cool to who think cool is cool, but when you being obedient, nothing else really matters but what he telling you. And whatever your faith is, like I always say, I'm not judging nobody for what their faith is, but what my faith is, I done had signs from God a lot of times and I ignored them, and they always land me in a bad spot. So if God lead me to do something, I'm gonna do it. When I was making the album, I still had bullets in my body and stuff. So it was before surgery. So when I was making the album, I was still going through it. I was still mentally affected by emotions. Like it wasn't really physically, because I can deal with physical pain, but mentally I was in a space where I was fighting between should I make this album or should I go get myself in trouble? So, and part of the album process, we was trying to, they was trying to convince me to put what I went through on the album, and at first I was not for it at all. It was a lot for me, just hearing news clippings, because it's a moment on the album. I'll just give y'all a little secret on the album. It's a moment, a skit, where I replayed the whole situation in in the album way to make it fun and story. So it's a skit on there where you could just hear everything that was going on in my situation. So it just was a lot, and I was torn between putting it on there, because it's just a lot. Every time I hear it, it's like PTSD, So it's just really, really, really me being vulnerable on this album, because I'm putting a lot of real things I've been through on there, and not just as far as street things or street values. My faith, that's bigger than the street stuff. That's bigger than me getting shot. My relationship with God, that's the scariest thing of all, because people judge you for that. People judge you for what you think, what you know, what you say. So I'm really being putting it all on the line. Today I'm cool, I'm in work mode, so my mind is just like you said, tunnel vision. I'm ready to work, and I'm excited and nervous. A lot of the questions been different from previous interviews, so it just it make me feel a whole different type of way, because it's just where I started from XXL and stuff, and where you seen the journey. So it's I'm in a whole different light. I'm happiest when everybody around me happy, so. And when I'm working and I'm thriving and doing what I want to do, like as far as work, and I'm thriving in that space. So right now I'm really excited and happy because like a lot of people around me happy. It's got a couple more people I need to just make sure they're happy, and that makes me happy. Like cause I was raised to be like, I'm like a traditional guy. So like protect and provide. So as long as everybody around me happy, I'll be my happiest. I had to understand that this is what I love and I'm living my dream, but this is also my job. So even like whatever job you have, you might be a lawyer, but you might party on your own time, but you don't let people see that. And when you go to work, you put on your costume and you put on your suit, or you put on whatever you put on your glasses, and you do your job. And you don't let anything affect that. You don't let the outside world see that. That's your personal time. When I don't let my personal time affect my work, I still have to be Skilla Baby at the end of the day. So I still have to like lead in that role, and I also have to lead in my family role. So whatever, I found a way to differentiate the two. I did that. Yeah. So my way to unplug now, I've been traveling a lot lately on my free time, but my unplugging is at the gym. I found a love for working out and stuff, so I make sure I dedicate a few hours like throughout the day to go work out and unplug and figure it out. I mean, like, I've been going to acting school for the last 2 years, so I should be in some episodes of a couple different series or whatever soon. I always get in my own way because like I'm my biggest critic. So I always be like, is this good enough? Am I doing the right thing? I try to pray through it. But I like that I have this disease that he said was ambition, because nothing will never be good enough. God doesn't create the perfect person. I don't think perfect is him. So I feel like if you have a ceiling, then that's where it stops. So I like that I don't really have a ceiling and I can try to reach new heights. So I had to figure that out. Like sometimes I feel a little stagnant, but I never want a ceiling, like where I reach the top. I feel like I talk to a lot of people, and the first person I asked this was like Chris Brown. I asked Usher this too. And I think I asked A$AP Rocky this too, like how do they keep going? And they like never feel like they made it. So once you feel like you made it, then you'll stop working. Everything will get boring to you. You gotta keep going and keep figuring out ways to be a great entertainer. So that's why you go do the acting, you go do the writing for people, you go produce. So like The Dream, he's a great person like that. You stop thriving as an artist, but you still thrive in the music space. 50 Cent, he thrived as an artist, now he's thriving in the acting space and stuff like that. So you just find new heights as an entertainer instead of boxing yourself in as like a music artist or something. Those collaborations was big for me personally beyond the album, because I'm a fan of these people first. So Erica Campbell, I grew up going to church sometimes, so like Shackles was a big song. A lot of these songs and these people, like I Know I Can was a big song for me. I listened to a lot of Nas and Chris Brown, of course. Like I grew up watching my sisters, my mom, a lot of girls around me fangirl about Chris Brown. So, and I was young, like, you know, I was a baby when these people was super famous, you know? So like just Nas, he's like on my Mount Rushmore of rap. Chris Brown, he's like our generation's Mike to me. So, and Erica Campbell, like I said, like I'm strong in faith, and she's a big leader in that space to me, you know? So just, that was everything for me, just the experience. Like it was surreal. That was everything for me. I would love to collab with Adele or Anita Baker. Yeah, like, that was probably my favorite 2 singers of all time. And Luther Vandross. Someone Like You, of course. But I like the 25 album. The best of Anita was like just because, Joy, Giving You the Best That I Got. Like, oh, Angel, I can go forever with Anita. Like, she from Detroit too. So, like, that's just one of my inspirations. And Adele, I just love her voice. It just, both of their voices sound like it came from heaven. So to me, like, they lead in a singer category. I'm biased. I'm gonna leave Anita alone. Like, Anita, you don't touch Anita. That's like touching Mike. I don't think you touch Mike or Anita. You let that be. If I was in the studio with Tupac, from what I heard about Tupac, we'd just be working. And whatever that is, it'll be. Like, we'd just work. Like, I think Tupac worked like me. Like, when he there, he there. We could make a California Love, or we could make a Dear Mama. And I feel like we'd just be making stuff. If I was in there with Tupac, I'd just be thriving in that space. I feel like my mama proud, but I'll let her answer that question because I don't want to speak for her, and I want to be humble about it. But I feel like my mom's proud. I think I've done a lot, but I haven't done enough. I don't think my job done until my job's done. I don't think my job is never done as far as family. So I'll let my mom answer that question. A lot. Grammy, Diamond, Coachella performance, Super Bowl, everything. I got a sold out tour, national, international tour. I got a lot of stuff to accomplish. I mean, everything is endless. You go on and on. I want to accomplish everything. I think you never accomplish everything as an artist because you always have new ideas and you always have something on your to-do list, like personal goals, artist goals, everything. My tour, in a perfect world, live band. I want to tell a story from beginning to end. I want it to be healthy for mental health. I want it to be based around prison reform. I want to start prison reform and I want to end CEO. So I think we start with a lot, like, realistic for me at my point in my career. I think we start LED screen, we paint the whole picture on the LED screen, and then we end the night, spotlight, all black, maybe a black suit or some type of casual wear, and we end it like we started with the trenches. We put the middle of it, we do the girl stuff, and then we get real introspective at the end of the night. I think that's where my skits on the album comes in, because I wanted to do a real classic album and take what I got from my favorite albums. Like DMX is dark and Hell is Hot. That's like one of my favorite albums. That inspired me to go to Arizona, but it was a lot of things that inspired me to go to Arizona. But I listened to like DMX, I listened to Reasonable Doubt, I listened to Back Off the Wall and Thriller. Like, I listened to those and All Eyes on Me to get inspiration about. I also recently, and I don't want to get canceled for this, but this is nothing to do with anybody's personal life. I listened to TP2 just to draw like inspiration from like a musical standpoint and rolling it out. Cause I was talking to somebody and like the rollout was the biggest thing I wanted to nail on part of my album. So when I was looking at all of those albums and the track listing and the skits and how they rolled it out, what they wore, where they was at, that inspired me to create this album more than what I was going through. I wanted it to be classic with all those elements. Like, I wanted everything to be creative and intentional. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. timeless.
One album that has spanned entire career.
Mm-hmm. Classic. That's the definition of classic to me. I feel like I'm becoming mature, a family man. I feel like I'm maturing into the person I want to be instead of what I was set up to be. So I feel like I finally, like even with music, like it's just like that with life. You start off with this voice that you was given, your voice mature, then you experience things and you find out who you really want to be instead of what your situation made you be. Like, so I feel like finally know that. Like I finally understand that. No, I always struggle with what I want to do and what I should do. So I think, like I said, this is the season of me being obedient. And I think making this album kind of crossed me into, like, I was already at that point of, man. So I'll tell you 2 stories. Before I got shot, Juan kept telling me, like, drop some music. And I was like, God had let me know when I was on net, like I was working out heavy. And I was like, God had let me know. This happened like a span over 2 months. Like he kept telling me, like, when you gonna drop some music? I'm like, God had let me know. And then I got shot. And then I was so uncreative before that. Juan probably don't even remember this, but I was so uncreative before that. I was in a space where I couldn't even create. As soon as I got shot, I was able to create. And then when I got shot, I was talking to Pastor Lauryn Campbell, great guy. He also did a lot of stuff on All Eyes on Me. He did a lot of, he's married to Erica Campbell. He did a lot of Mary stuff. Lauryn Campbell's an impeccable guy. I was talking to him, and this is what made me go to their church. I was asking him, like, I really just told him what I wanted to do. Like, I want to do something evil. Like, I was in an evil space in my mind, and he was like, you might not be fighting the right and wrong thing to do. You fighting what's right and what's wise. So that was like the question you just asked me, where it was like, are you fighting what you want to do or what you need to do? And he left it up to me, kind of like how God do. Like he give you 2 ways. You could take the elevator or you could take the stairs. You could take the right way or the wrong way. He's not gonna force you to do anything, but he'll lead you to the right way. You don't have to go that way. So I feel like that's why I'm in the season of being obedient. And it's not like what I want to do. What I want to do, sometimes I want to be evil, but I don't think I'm at that point in my life where I'm supposed to be evil. So a lot of stuff I just have to let go. And a lot of stuff it'd be like, people don't understand that being where I'm from and the circumstances that I've been in, it's easier for me to be evil and do stuff to people, but it's harder for me to walk away as a man because I have a pride issue. Like I really got a strong pride, and that's harder for me to walk away. So I just think as a leader in my community and what space I'm in as like younger artists and stuff like that, it's important for me to show that side too and really stress to the young guys, like, y'all doing the easy part. Like we all can just as easily, I could crash out and throw my life away, but it was way hard for me to chase success. That was like the harder thing to do. It's hard to get rich. It's hard to lead in this space. It's hard to make it to the Mount Rushmore. It's hard to knock down your goals one at a time. It's hard to take your time and be patient. Like that's hard. It's easy to get in the car and go do some bullshit. So that's like the biggest thing I got from like doing what I want to do and what I need to do. Normal is walking around without jewelry, walking around doing me, being in Arizona, being normal, working out, being amongst, like, and I don't mean like to be not humble about it, but like when certain people can't be in certain rooms with certain people, because the temptations of it, the safety issues, the chaotic, just chaos it cause, like And I'm not at that point in my career yet, but some just tell me it's coming. So I want to enjoy it before it happens, and I couldn't enjoy being normal, taking trips, being super busy, and because I've experienced being busy and being successful, but I never experienced it at that level. And I see certain people that I know that can't go outside. I was just with Rocky, and a man followed us on a bike to take pictures of him in his car and stuff. So it's like little things like that. I don't want to not experience my life before that happens,
Do you do your own grocery shopping? I know that's so random, but I'm just thinking.
Sometimes, but I like the women in my family to do that. I think like grocery shopping might do it for me, but I like getting on the grill. That's like peace for me. What I want to learn about myself through my relationship with God, I want to see how disciplined I really can be, like without being forced to do it. Like, I think God testing me now, but I think my real test would be if I do become successful at what I really want to do. And I think, okay, so I got a lyric in my song where I say, I hit my knees when times was good, so I know God got me. So I think your real test is when you not being tested. Like when you successful and everything is going good, are you gonna still pray? Are you gonna still be a good person when you don't have to be? Are you still gonna am I gonna still set my alarms to pray 5 times a day when all the money comes in and all the fame, when I really get famous? I think that's my real test. I want to see how consistent I be for the rest of my life when I don't have to be. So I think that's my real test I'm waiting on. I'm Trayvon, and I just tapped in with Okayplayer.